Yeah! Stillwater, Oklahoma. We're calling out the truth, yeah! Scrolling through the feed, it's chaos, no chill. Guerrilla Publishing got Justin in the grill. Common's brutal, but the target's the same. Jesse Butler's in the game, gotta call his name. Playing little games, thinking you're slick, but we see through the smoke, the moves are thick. Stillwater streets whisper, the truth won't hide. We're digging up facts, put the lies aside. No more distractions, no fake attacks. Time to shine the light, bring the truth back. The mask comes down, the story unfolds. Exposing Jesse Butler, the truth is bold. Exposing Jesse Butler, can't run away. We're turning up the heat, no shades of gray. Forget the noise, ignore the attack. Truth hits hard, there's no turning back. Trolls in the comment section, hiding in the night, typing their venom, thinking they're right. But the story's real, it's about who he is. Jesse Butler's actions we won't dismiss. Digging for facts, no stone unturned. Lessons learned, the fires burn. Guerrilla Publishing screaming loud online, but we stay on track, crossing the line. Truth over rumors, facts over fear. Everyone watching, the message is clear. Stillwater whispers, the spotlight shines. Jesse Butler exposed, we draw the line. Exposing Jesse Butler, can't run away. We're turning up the heat, no shades of gray. Forget the noise, ignore the attack. Truth hits hard, there's no turning back. Screaming guitars, bass hits the floor. Truth in our hands, we're ready for war. No distractions, keep the focus tight. Jesse Butler's name brought into the light. Exposing Jesse Butler, mask comes down. We're taking the crown, rocking this town. No more games, no turning back. The truth is loud, we're on the attack. Stillwater knows, Jesse Butler, the spotlight's on you. Truth wins, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go over something really quick. I wasn't going to do a live today, but we're going to go over it real quick. Okay. I don't know why this always happens, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. I just don't understand. We're all out here to do the same thing. We all want to expose Jesse Butler. But I'm going to show you something. Okay. Let me get back up here. All right. So Guerrilla Publishing, who's did some great work. He's the one that followed Jesse Butler into court, was yelling at him, asking him the hard questions. But now he's on the attack of just in the nick of crime. I don't understand it. So anyway, Guerrilla Publishing, just in the nick of crime. Jesse Butler confidence without evidence is still fake news. And then he says, Ed, I want to make clear, I think coverage of the issue by as many people as possible is great. I don't know, nor do I have any personal envious against this person. I just want you to know you are doing amazing things. Keep showing up. she did not retire. Talking about the judge. Does it really matter? Hey, Deb. Hey, Yippee. How are you guys doing? I'm just really puzzled as to why Guerrilla Publishing is attacking just in the nick of crime. So what if he said that the judge was retiring because of this? Like, who really cares? You're taking the focus off of Jesse Butler and now putting it on just in the nick of crime. Why would you do that? Man, if somebody could explain people to me, that would be marvelous, because the attacks are crazy. And anyway, according to Just in the Nick of Crime, Judge Susan Worthington's departure had nothing to do with public pressure. None, zero, zip. And how do we know this? Because he says so. No documents, no timeline, no retirement, no docket, no replacement. What? Again, who cares? What does it matter? I just don't understand why it matters. Let's be clear. The Post insists that was a planned retirement, not a resignation, and therefore could not possibly relate to protests, outrage, or relentless public scrutiny. Listen, I know myself and several. Hey, Rhonda, hope you're feeling better. Hey, Jay Thomas. Listen, I thought the whole goal was to make it public and, get it out there what Jesse Butler did. Why is one person that's highly involved in this Guerrilla Publishing, attacking just in the nick of crime? And wait till you see the comments. They're disgusting. Just in the nick of crime is what brought this forward. We didn't see Guerrilla Publishing. We saw just in the nick of crime. Okay. I think it's great that they're all on it, but fighting and down in one to make yourself look better, like, who really cares if the judge is retiring because of that or not? It really makes no fucks, does it? Makes no sense. Who cares? We're out to get Jesse Butler punished, and we're out to make sure that everybody knows what happened. We're not out here to attack each other. And he left this up. This is from 7 hours ago, and he left it up. Anyway, let's finish reading this. I can't even believe I'm giving my time to this. If this was truly planned, there would be evidence of planning. Courts don't operate on surprise exits and cross fingers. They operate on schedules, transitions, and preparation, none of which appear anywhere in the public record. But sure, trust the guy who says accuracy matters, while at the same time demanding blind faith. Pray in conclusions backed by nothing but his confidence and telepathy. And here's the part worth asking out loud. Is it possible, just possible, that this sudden instance on planned retirement has less to do with facts and more to do with the fact that it wasn't him who sparked the public pressure to get some actual results? Actually, it was him. I didn't know about this case. I'm gonna pull up Justin's too, but I didn't know about this case until I saw it with Just in the Nick of Crime. I think they both do good work, but the fighting back and forth, this is crazy. I have not went to Justin's page at all. Anyway, because let's be honest, it seems to bother some people when Guerrilla Publishing does the digging, asking the questions, and lights the fuse, and others show up later to explain why none of it mattered or did nothing, or did anything. If calling it planned helps him sleep at night, fine. He can sell fake senses. He can publish the narrative. We take the results. So guess what? While Justin is busy explaining why this doesn't count, hold our beer. We've got a few more corrupt officials, judges, and ugly DA who might suddenly discover they've been planning to retire all along. He can talk while we get stuff done, the Oklahoma way. We show up. We ask uncomfortable questions. Well, where were you on the first protest? Guerrilla Publishing, if you're from that area, where were you during the first protest? Because I didn't see you, and I was there. And I'm not from the area either. I'm from Kansas. But I'm highly concerned about stuff that happens in Oklahoma in the court systems. It's horrible. They're running ragged, running rampant, doing everything they can to protect certain people. Anyway, you get all this credit. You did this, not anyone else. And don't let anyone ever tell you that a group of people together can't change the world. We can, and we will. And while others explain things away, we will focus on actually getting things done. Man, that post made me mad if you can't tell. Please keep showing up. You're making a difference. Forget the credit. I swear I do this because of you all. Push. How many corrupt officials have we all fired together the last year or so? It's been a lot. I guess my point is, if we're all trying to accomplish the same thing, putting shit on social media like this is not good. And hey, Justin might have did it first. I don't know. I haven't went there, but we're going to go look at it. But get to the real shit. This is about Jesse Butler, and it's about the court systems. But here we are. You're saying he's fake news, and you're tagging him, and confidence is not evidence. Public pressure works. Listen, I agree. Public pressure works. Okay, and it looks like he's got a clip from Just in the Nick of Crime. Why do people feel the need to just make stuff up? We're going to go over there and look at it. We'll go look at that post, but I want to go back to this. I want you guys to see this. I want you to see the comments, okay? And yeah, Just in the Nick of Crime is from Tennessee, but he's doing wondrous things. It's great what he's doing. And did this really have to hit social media like this? Anyway, so some people was like, I'm thankful you let us see the light on Justin, and then I just unfollowed him. So I just don't understand. Hold on a second. We just had a teen hit in Oaklawn, pedestrian hit. We had a pedestrian hit yesterday and killed 2. We've had a lot of pedestrians hit here. Anyway, back to this. I was reading some of the comments and how they unfollowed him. It's just, anyway, you guys can, I'm not going to read every one of these, but these people are saying they unfollowed him. And then how could somebody that's not from Oklahoma know what's going on? Again, I saw Just in the Nick of Crime covering this. That's where I saw that. This person left a comment for Justin. Justin, you don't have facts. Just stop already. We have our own journalists, investigators, boots on the ground, pros on the subject, and many more. It always amazes me how people can believe someone who don't even live in Oklahoma. Get your facts straight or shut up. Well, you know what? Just in the Nick of Crime, I believe he was the only one on News Nation, right? Seemed like it. Seems like he's the one talking to the Oklahoma legislator. You know what I mean? I just find this ridiculous. But I did post this on my page. I just posted this on my page. It's the Supreme Court. They have moved the whole case involving Jesse Butler out of Payne County and assigned a certain judge in Oklahoma County. Looks like Natalie Maya, Oklahoma County District Judge. That's the person that's going to be handling everything from here on out. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now I'm going to go to Justin's page and see if he was attacking this guy, because then I'll say my comments about that too. I just find it just horrible. I can't stand him. Maybe controlled obsession. What the hell? Anyway, let's go look up Just in the Nick of Crime. We'll see if he said anything. Is this going to start being like the, is this going to start being like all these hate channels that's in true crime? Is it now going to be over Jesse Butler? Is that what's going on? Is it for power? Like, I just don't understand. How come they all can't work on it? Okay. Let's see here. I see some comments over there. Let me get to them. Let me get to Yippee, good to see you. Deb C, good to see you. Jay Thomas from Greeley, Colorado. It's always good to see you. Christopher, good to see you. Girly girl, I know that you are up at the hospital. I hope things are going good. Yippee says, I think Justin called him out. Justice for the girls, absolutely. It's absolutely what it should be about. Christopher says he grabbed the wrong phone. One Law 214. Hi, everyone. Just saw the lies, listening while cooking. Mayo, hey, it's been a minute since we saw you. Good to see you. Greetings to you too. As a matter of fact, let me go add you here. There you go. Oops, whoop, wrong one. Almost timed you out. I wasn't trying to do that. There you go. There you go. Okay. Greetings to all. I'm not from there. Deb C says, I'm not from there, but I know what's going on in Oklahoma. Absolutely. What do you think about these two fighting over it, if that's what's going on? Yippee says, just think how big they could reach if they work together. Exactly. Exactly. I just don't understand this. If it's Guerrilla Nation, it will be. Oh, you brought him home. All right. Brought him home a little bit ago. Prayers for Mike to heal. I'm making tacos tonight for my daughter and her family and for me and Rick. So I can't stay on here too long. Okay, here was another. No, that was Nick Reiner. That's another case. Oh, is that not crazy too? It's crazy, crazy. Nick Reiner. That case is, man, that's rough. He's covering a lot of it. And listen, I'll be the first to say, I do not think that Just in the Nick of Crime is covering this case to get publicity. I think his heart is really in it. And he's out there to get it out in the public. Okay, so here it is 5 hours ago. But let me tell you, the Guerrilla Publishing was from 7 hours ago. So we'll keep digging. I want to address something briefly to clarify the record because this case is about the survivors and accountability for Jess Mac Butler, not side narratives. I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. This will be my only statement on this matter, as anything more takes focus away from the stories that matter. There's been criticism of information I shared regarding Judge Susan Worthington and Marcy's Law in the Jesse Mac Butler case. I'm not going to name the other creator involved, not because I'm unwilling to disagree, but because I don't believe in disparaging other creators or starting public arguments. My goal here is simply to keep the record straight. I also want to be clear about something up front. Any attention on Jesse Mac Butler is good attention. Public pressure matters. Awareness matters. And this creator has done meaningful work bringing attention to this case. Where I draw a line, and always will, is accuracy. The information I shared did not come from speculation, assumptions, or social media narratives. It came from direct communication with one of the supervisors, or the survivor, came from communication with one of the survivors' parents after rumors began circulating. I asked plainly what was happening and was told this was a planned retirement, not a resignation. That is what I reported. Since then, I've also received additional confirmation that Judge Susan Worthington's retirement is scheduled to take effect on December 31st. I'm sharing that now because details matter and because it further supports the distinction between a planned retirement and claims being presented as a definitive fact without verification. Listen, does it really matter if it was a planned retirement or fuck, she's retiring? Who cares? That's what I feel about it. Does it really matter if it was planned or not? Anyway, when I said public pressure did not change the outcome of her retirement, I was speaking specifically to causation, not timing. Could increased scrutiny have influenced what that retirement was formally submitted or announced? Possibly. but there is no verified evidence establishing that as a fact, and I won't present speculation as certainty. The distinction matters. I don't get everything right every time. I'm human. But when I don't get something right, I own it and correct it. That standard applies to me just as much as anyone else. I've constantly supported accountability reform and the grand jury process, and I've used every platform I have to amplify those efforts. There is no version of this story in which I am on the side of Jesse Mack Butler. My loyalty is and always will be to the survivors and their families, the two girls who were brutally abused at 16 years old and whose truth deserves care, precision, and respect. People are free to believe whoever they want. If it gets you fired up for the right reasons, fighting for justice for these girls, then I'm all for it. Just don't do it at the expense of the survivors or their families. They are not collateral damage in a narrative war. At the end of the day, this isn't about creditors, or creators, or ego. The survivors come first, and they always will. I agree with that. I agree with that. And looky here. Jesus criminy. So 2 hours ago, this Guerrilla Publishing went into his comment and left this. My response. Listen, I'm not going to comment because I don't give two shits. Again, we're about the victims. We want to make sure that also Jesse Butler, everybody knows who Jesse Butler is. Okay, so Guerrilla Publishing, his response. Crystal Dawn, I absolutely agree with this statement. As some, oh, hold on just a second. Sorry about that. That was my daughter. I'm going to have to call her back. Hi, Wendy. It's good to see you. Wendy says, I live in Oklahoma. I'm so glad the case was moved. Those girls deserve justice. I agree. Hey, Mama. Hey, Rhonda. How's it going? Hope you're feeling better. It's good to see you. Okay, back to this. I got to get busy cooking here, too. Okay. Basically, here, Justin's replied something here. I'm beyond gutted about the Reiners. Usually I can separate myself from tragedy. He's talking about the director that was killed by his son, the director and his wife. Anyway, I'm going to let this go. But y'all can go look on Facebook, Just in the Nick of Crime. I want to see if he addressed this before this. So, we're on his Facebook. Let's see what this one is.
Regarding the Reiners, some new important information.
No. That's about the Reiners. Well, I don't see any comments, but I'm trying to look. Well, maybe it's here. Let's see if this is it.
Let me tell you something that is incredibly effed up. The fact that with this Rob Reiner situation, which is already...
And that's Rob Reiner, too. Well, if he attacked Guerrilla Publishing first... Okay, we need to talk... Here's something. We need to talk about Jesse Mack Butler because there's a lot of misinformation circulating right now, and people are running with it. First, Judge Susan Worthington, there are videos and posts claiming she resigned due to public pressure. That is not true. Judge Worthington followed her scheduled retirement that was already planned and was not the result of protests, online pressure. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he did 20 hours ago. I'm not even going to read the rest of it. My advice to Justin is, why does that matter for you? Why did he have to bring it up? Why would he even care why the judge is retiring? I just don't see where that would make a damn bit of difference. But that's me. So to both of them, Justin and Guerrilla Publishing, y'all need to work together. And this little bitty shit, it's not worth it. It's not worth the drama that you got going on. Yeah, his mom should be charged also. I agree. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I agree. Coming in there. Hello, Wilbach. It's good to see you. You know, UPS will deliver tacos to Great Bend. Yeah, prayers for the UPS driver in Burton, Kansas that he had a train last night. Well, yesterday about 3 o'clock, it killed him. The railroad tracks did not have flashing lights, just had a sign. And the poor guy died yesterday with UPS. You know, that's always sad too. You know, they're working really hard to try to get everybody's packages out. They're in a hurry. And unfortunately, it took a life. Okay. There was something, maybe this was it. Let's see if this is it.
After weeks of silence after Jesse Butler took a plea deal in a Stillwater rape case of multiple victims to avoid jail time, the Payne County DA is speaking out.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan live in Stillwater with the response of the district attorney to the victims' claims their rights were violated under Marcy's law. Rob?
Wendy, Adam, the Jesse Butler battle continues, this time between the Payne County DA and the lawyer who filed the Marcy's Law motion. Now, she says the plea deal violated her client's rights, but the DA says the victims always knew about the possible outcome.
Jesse, why did you rape those girls, Jesse? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape those girls? Are you as dumb as they say you are, Jesse?
It's the rape case still drawing explosive anger after 18-year-old Jesse Butler, who faced a 78.
I do want to say this. The guy that was hollering at Jesse Butler, that's Guerrilla Publishing, and good for him. He wasn't letting go. Again, I just think him and Justin should work together. This should not be a power struggle, and it shouldn't be about them, and they've made it about them, and that's not okay. That's where I stand with that.
8-year sentence behind bars got probation after accepting a plea deal. This is the reaction of that decision at Monday's review hearing.
Right back! Why'd you rape him? Right back! Why'd you rape him? Why did you?
That's him in the hat right there. Guerrilla Publishing.
Piece of piece of Mac, you too, you little scum.
After months of backlash, a motion filed to defend victims' rights.
Did you guys hear that? He called the dad scum. Mac, you too. You're scum.
Piece of Mac, you too, you little scum.
After months of backlash, a motion filed to defend victims' rights in a national news story. Payne County District Attorney Laura Thomas is finally responding to the public outcry. Thomas sent a statement saying, quote, "As a youthful offender, the accused has an opportunity for rehabilitation but can be transitioned to adult status and adult punishment if those efforts fail. Should he fail, he faces reclassification as an adult and a sentence of 10 years in prison." Thomas says she explained to the victims this was likely the outcome because the 2 counts of attempted rape out of 11 charges were the only ones that could be filed in adult court. Thomas also sent a statement in response to the accusations made by the victim's family on ABC News. Thomas says each of the 3 people involved were 16 years old at the time of the alleged crimes reported during consecutive dating relationships, and the allegations weren't reported until after the relationships ended. Thomas says, quote, "These circumstances don't justify criminal behavior or minimize victim trauma, but they do impact the evidence available for a prosecution and potential defenses." Thomas says victims did have the chance to share impact statements at the time of the pleas. Thomas says, quote, "We have to make decisions based on the law and the available evidence, even when it is contrary to their desires." Now, DA Thomas has compared the challenges of the Butler case to the new rape case involving Canyon Porter. She says in the Porter case, he did not have a relationship with the victim. The outcry was immediate, and he was just days away from his 18th birthday. Live in Stillwater, Rob Hagan, Fox 25.
So, as we saw at the beginning of this live, again, I'm not going to stay on here very long. The case anything to do with Jesse Butler's case is now going to be heard by an Oklahoma County judge, a female judge at that. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it. You know, Kansas Mom's case is what brought us here, okay? And honestly, with everything we went through with Kansas Mom's case, I really wasn't going to cover any more cases because there was some fighting going on in the Kansas Mom's case with creators too, and I'm just not about that. And the doxing and the bullshit, you know, yes, every creator covers things differently. I choose to tell the truth about everything. I think the SA is real important. I think our DHS systems in all the states suck. I think they need revamped completely. I think state employees, and I was a state employee, I think they're lazy as hell. And they only do the bare minimum, okay? They get paid hourly. When I worked for the unemployment office and took unemployment claims, people would wait 4 hours out in line. And let me tell you, these people would wait in line, but the girl at the front counter, it would take her 45 minutes to walk to the damn copier just to make a copy. And at 4 o'clock, we had to turn all them people away after they waited in line all that time. It's not okay. It's not okay. I feel like with DHS, a lot of kids get taken out of homes that shouldn't be. And then there's kids that should be taken out of homes and it's not. Some of the kids that's taken out of homes are put in worse homes. I don't think they do enough investigating. And look at all the kids that's runaways right now. Most of them are foster kids. I'm not okay with that. We got to start making noise. And again, you know, with the case with Veronica Butler, you know, why was that case, the SA case, why was it not followed through? Why was it not followed through and get whoever needed help, get them help? So, Mean Uncle Cosgrove. Hi, Rock Chalk and everyone. I'm the girl with a sister in Norman, Oklahoma. Haven't chatted in a while, but still check on you when you're on and love you dearly. Natasha, that's you, huh? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. How's your dog doing? Last time I talked to you, your dog had a big old, maybe an infection on its neck. How's your dog doing? Christopher says, that's new charge that's been filed. That's what I prayed would happen with the public voicing to this case. I don't know that it's so much a new charge. They're trying, the way I'm understanding it, is they're trying to have it reevaluated because of Marcy's Law, and that the victims didn't have a chance to speak up and have their voice about the plea deal and about moving him back to a youthful offender. Now, tell me this. Why in Oklahoma, why would you charge someone as an adult to later on move it back down to a youthful offender? That makes no sense to me either. I don't understand that. Because if you felt strong enough to move it up and try them as an adult, what changed your mind to move it back down to a youthful offender? I don't really know. Don't really know. But it sounds like all these motions from here on out is going to be heard by an Oklahoma County judge. But listen, this is not just going on in Stillwater. It's going on in, what was it called? Callawsaw? I mean, it's going on everywhere. All over Oklahoma. And listen, it's probably going on all over in Kansas too. But Oklahoma seems to be getting a lot of publicity about things they're doing. And again, look at the Panhandle. Yeah, it's all about money. I agree. It's all about money. Look at the Panhandle. You think it's okay that in 2025 that a sheriff department is not using their body cams? I mean, taxpayers pay for that. Why are they not using their body cams? I feel like it would protect the officer, and it would also protect whoever they're arresting, because video don't lie. So why does a sheriff get to decide whether or not his employees wear the body cams? That should be a must. It's 2025. You step out on your front porch, you're going to be filmed. It might be your neighbor across the street's ring camera. It might be your own ring camera. Okay? I mean, I have several cameras. I don't know about you guys, but it's 2025. You're filmed everywhere. So why would you not force your sheriff department to use their body cams? And why would they not want to use them? If they're doing things right, they'd be using their body cams. What do they got to hide? Oh, well, let's talk about that. What do you think about the DA task force? They should have to wear body cams too, right? Any law enforcement should have to wear body cams. That's the way I feel. But all these so-called CDL scheme tickets, they weren't really tickets. They got a fine. It didn't affect their driving record, which with CDL, you can't just pay a fine to keep something off your record. That's part of having a CDL. So that money all went somewhere. Okay. And if that Tammy would not have spoke up, we wouldn't have known about it. But if they all had body cams, you'd be able to go back and look at the body cams. If you followed any of the Idaho 4 case, I know I've really been watching the body cams. Very interesting. Again, don't lie. You see high-speed chases. You got the dash cams. Does the Texas County Sheriff, do they use their dash cams? Probably not if they don't even use body cams. Just makes no sense. Obviously, yeah. I mean, listen, once a bad cop, always a bad cop. You don't get a second chance. He got grand jury indicted for stealing money. Okay? He took a plea deal. He couldn't be a law enforcement officer for 3 years, but who in the hell would hire him? Buddy Leach. Buddy Leach hired him. He's got the same job he had when he got the grand jury indictment. Make that make sense. And when we were down in that area, there's really good people in that area, but they're scared. Seems like law enforcement rules the roost down there, and they don't do things on the up and up all the time. And that would be the reason they don't wear body cams. And I'm going to keep talking about them body cameras, even when this case is long gone. I will keep complaining about the body cams because I don't think it's right. I think they should have to wear them. I think it's very important that they wear them. And listen, I went all the way to the Attorney General's office, and my thoughts of him is not great either. But you guys got election coming up next year. Make sure you're voting. Make sure you are voting. And I've been talking to Justin. I haven't talked to him lately because I know he's been doing all this stuff in Payne County. But we did discuss Kevin McIntyre. Me and Justin did. And we discussed the Kansas mom's case. And he told me some things that him and the Attorney General talked about. He went asking questions, and the Attorney General told him he needed to stay out of it. So I want to get back with Justin. I hope he investigates this further, especially these body cams. Why are they not wearing them? Anyway, I got to go start getting something made for supper. I'm going to make them tacos, call my daughter back. It just really bothered me when this showed up in my newsfeed, and I hardly ever get on Facebook. So I try harder to look at Facebook. My computer went off, and Christopher was hitting me up in messages. And I just happened to, when I checked his messages, to go and look more on Facebook and saw this. I support them all. Okay, I think anybody that's covering this, they should get all of our support because they're spending their time, whether it be Justin or Guerrillas Publishing. But I am not going to be in their comments. I'm not going to be watching the shit of them fighting back and forth. I think it defeats its purpose. And this is supposed to be about Jesse Butler and these victims. And at this point, if they're going to bicker back and forth, I'm not okay with that. So, with that said, I am going to get out of here. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are great, as always. And to the new people, or some of you guys have been here before, and I haven't seen you in a while. You're always welcome back. Love having you. Everybody in this channel has been here from the very beginning. And listen, we all work together. We don't fight. We don't bicker. And we're just not going to tolerate that. We're here to tell everybody what's going on, to discuss it. And we've made ourselves a family here. And you're welcome to our family. We're glad to have you here. But you're not going to find the fighting and the bickering and the drama over here because we're just not going to do it. Much love to everybody. Tomorrow, 7:30, we will go live again. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I try to go live, even if it's just for a little bit, just to see how everybody's doing, discuss a few things. And, mental health is important. A lot of people out there don't have family. They're by themselves. This is their family. So we make music. We do a lot of things. So please come back. We love having you here. To the family members that's been here this whole time, it's the Rock Talk family. Much love to each and every one of you. You guys are great. Listen, if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be doing this channel. I'll tell you that right now. And there was a good long time that, man, I had to force myself to go live. I'm starting to enjoy it again. Okay. But there were some times that I didn't even want to go live. And I went a couple weeks without going live. I do this for all of us so that we all can get here. We can have a conversation and talk. Girly Girl says, have a wonderful evening, Rock. You too. Prayers for Mike. Absolutely. Yippee says, everyone have a great evening. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night about 7:30. Much love. We are out of here.
Yeah! Stillwater, Oklahoma. We're calling out the truth. Scrolling through the feed, it's chaos, no chill. Guerrilla Publishing got Justin in the grill. Comments brutal, but the target's the same. Jesse Butler's in the game, gotta call his name. We're closing down this live, but the spirit's still warm. Kansas moms in the chat, keeping hearts from the storm. Yippee mama lifting joy like a beacon of grace. Chris, you steady standing in a faithful place. Journey holding rhythm like a drum wrapped in prayer. JD speaking truth with that unshakable flair. And right in the center of this blessed design, Hawkeye shining bright like a kingdom sign. Every heartbeat in this chat feels holy and true. Every soul in the room saying God carried us through. Late night crew still tapping hearts on the phone, feeling faith in their chest like a cornerstone. Mama in the kitchen stirring hope in a pot. Baby on her hip, but she's praising non-stop. This whole little family gathers here online, but the love in this place, that's divine by design. We stand together, shoulder to shoulder, love burning strong as the night grows older. One more shout before we close this night. Raise your hands if you feel that light. Thank you for the love, thank you for the truth, thank you for the joy that keeps renewing our youth. We praise through the storms, we praise in his name, and every soul here lives stronger than they came. Thank you for the laughs, thank you for the prayers, thank you for reminding us that someone cares. This whole room lifted by his holy flame, and we walk out tonight forever changed. From the plains of Kansas to the far-off towns, God's love stretches wide, never breaks, never drowns. Hawkeyes dropping notes in the chat like a spark, lighting up the darkness when the world feels dark. Journey smiling wide, keeping spirits in tune. JD holding faith like a harvest moon. Chris Hughes steady rooted like an old oak tree. And Yippa mama laughing, setting all hearts free. Let the guitar rise higher, let the blessings pour. Let the love in this room shake the spiritual floor. God's voice in the rhythm, God's hand in the beat, God's peace in the moment where community meets. Hearts open wide as the big waves roll. He's restoring the tired, he's refreshing the soul. One last breath of praise before we sign off the line. This love doesn't fade, no, it only grows divine. Rock rock loves you all the time. Let the truth be your guide. Keep it close in the valley, keep it loud on the ride. When the world feels heavy and your hopes running thin, his light cracks the darkness and pulls you back in. This family stands firm even when winds blow strong. In this little live stream, that's where you belong. So good night to the crew, every sister and friend. Thank you for walking with us straight to the end. Keep your fire burning bright, keep your courage alive, keep your heart set on him every day that you strive. Until the next time we go live, until the next time we sing, may his love wrap around you like the warmth of spring. Hold tight to your hope, let your spirit stay strong till we're back here again. Keep rocking on, Ken.